Waddell and Reed's E-mini trades, which is a very small outfit overall in the aggregate. Zero Hedge, Tyler Durgan reports. And sure enough, I have the Bloomberg article they're talking about. Report to say Waddell stoked flash crash. That 1,000-point drop in 15 minutes that happened a few months ago. The SEC that covered up for Bernie Madoff and others, and of course Kinley as long as they could, all those insider groups, they are telling you that some little tiny group did it. Isn't that just special? So they want to restrict smaller firms from running their own computer programs, so only the big boys like Goldman Sachs can siphon off the money. Also, will the dollar rebound before dissolving into global currency? Excellent report from activist post Eric Blair up at Infowars.com. And here's another one. Gold at record for 6-day, U.S. policy in focus. It hit $1,317 last time I checked, $17.10, I should add. So that's just some of the news on that front. I want to get into this coming up at the bottom of the hour after I cover some other important news. And that is Fox News boss calls for legalizing 40 million illegals. And, of course, he also ordered all of his TV divisions to promote that man-made global warming is real. And we've shown you Fox TV promos promoting that global warming's real and carbon taxes are good. And if you criticize Rupert Murdoch, so-called conservatives send you hate-filled emails saying you're a liar. Okay, well, he's on TV promoting the legalization of 40 million illegal aliens. And you've got to love this doublespeak. Here's CNS News reporting on it. Rupert Murdoch calls for amnesty for law-abiding illegal immigrants. That's like Rupert Murdoch calls for law-abiding child molesters to be released from prison. I mean, what does that mean? Rupert Murdoch calls for amnesty for law-abiding illegal immigrants. So a full court press by the neocons on that front. Also, Texas sheriff, Mexican bandits entered U.S. waters. Just the latest report of piracy on lakes in Texas. And it's also going on in the Gulf of Mexico. There's just a massive increase. It's more than doubled. We've had captains on to report on this. And major international organizations like Interpol admit there's been more than a doubling exponentially in the last 3 years. Every year it's been exponentially doubling each year in the Gulf of Mexico piracy. So, no, but local media doesn't tell you, hey, don't take your sailboat down into Mexican waters. You're going to get robbed by federales, and they're going to kill you and your wife and kids and throw you overboard and then go sell your boat, because that's who the pirates are in most cases. No. They're just going to send you right on down there to get killed. And then it's just, where'd the Browns go? Or where'd the Changs go? Or where'd the Swartzes go? Oh, we don't know. Their sailboat showed up 6 months later, repainted with new serial numbers, but, it got sold at an auction in Miami. But whoop-de-doo, they're dead, See, the globalists ignore all the real carnage that's going on. And then they hype up imaginary stuff like, one guy shot himself at UT on Monday. Well, the Texas legislature better not legalize concealed carry on Texas campuses, which statistically, all the evidence has shown, over 20% reductions in crime on average. So what? So what if it actually makes us safer? We better cancel the speech by Professor John Lott at the UT Law School that night, conveniently, on the 28th, because after all, talking about guns could cause violence. Don't even talk about guns in America. So that's coming up. Now, if you think that's insane, tyranny and treason, of course, he's not even an American, so what do you expect from old Rupert, the fake conservative Murdoch? Here's one. Feds use pre-crime to target disgruntled veterans. We told you about how they just admit, yeah, we're listening to all your phone calls, reading all your email, everything you do, and they're having law enforcement seminars all over the country, and the federal government just plunked $153 million down on this. I saw that in the news this morning. To run everything you do through a database and give the local police access to it. Bet they'll have fun with that. And if you criticize the government, well, you're in deep trouble.
The economy is crumbling, debt soaring, and the possibility of World War III is increasing. I started survivalistseeds.com from my dining room table with a small bucket of seed and a single rotating banner ad on prisonplanet.com. 2 years later, we've sold over 40,000 pounds of heirloom seeds, becoming the largest bulk seed seller to the public. The majority of our customers are Alex Jones listeners. Now I'm offering 50 all-organic garden varieties, 10,000 heirloom seeds, a garden planner, and a CD teaching you how to save seeds so your children's children will always have healthy food. Don't wait until it's too late. I'm Big John Lipscomb, and my company is survivalistseeds.com.
We all know that Berkey water purification systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 5 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey water filtration systems. The Berkey Light systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light system today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $209, and the Berkey Guy will include 3 Sport Berkey water bottles and ship everything to you free of charge. That's right, 3 Sport Berkey water bottles and free shipping. An $87 value, yours free. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at goberkey.com. That's goberkey.com today.
When making important financial decisions, you should always know the facts. That's why Midas Resources is willing to pay you to read the facts. Midas Resources, a team of hand-picked financial specialists with decades of financial experience who are ready to provide you with state-of-the-art, up-to-date financial services. Midas Resources offers a host of services and stands behind their products. In fact, if you call and order their free Midas report, Midas Resources will pay you. This detailed report will provide you with financial history on the safest and most profitable areas to invest in. If you read the report, Midas Resources will send you a free Walking Liberty silver $50. So what are you waiting for? Get the facts and call Midas Resources toll free at 888-292-2709. That's 888-292-2709. And remember, if you read the Midas report, you'll receive a free Walking Liberty silver $50.
As gardeners, we can all relate.
What do you do with all of the excess food that you grow?
Freezing or canning may have been the process you've used, but the good folks at Excalibur Dehydrator have a healthy alternative to preserve the fruits of your labor. The Excalibur Dehydrator will help you preserve your fruits and vegetables quickly and easily, so you don't have to worry about premature spoiling. You can also use your Excalibur Dehydrator year-round to make delicious jerky. And the best part? The foods you dehydrate are free from excess additives, salt, and preservatives, and that's something we can all do without. To learn more and to order your very own Excalibur Dehydrator, visit drying123.com and see how the Excalibur Dehydrator can help you preserve your favorite foods.
Mention coupon code GCN and receive a free book on how to preserve your foods.
Again, that's drying123.com, drying123.com, or call 1-800-875-4254. That's 1-800-875-4254 today.
Here's just a quick blurb on one of the main modes of banning and restricting free speech in Europe and in Canada, and they're trying to push this same model here. UK government passes law where anyone who claims to have been offended can sue. If you're just offended, even if you're not talking about somebody, but they don't like what you say and it's offensive to them, they can sue you. And we see this being introduced in public schools. Every day or two I see articles. In fact, I saw one last week where it's over a year later, and this middle school student who was an A+ student is still suspended in the school district, expelled completely, because they brought a 1-inch toy gun with their G.I. Joe action figure to school. Remember that? Still suspended, expelled a year later. It's a thought crime. It's offensive. It's scary. We've got to have the UT Law School ban and cancel the speech of Professor John Lott talking about more guns, less crime, which is a statistical fact. There it is. Child still expelled for toy gun a year later. Parents want their child back in school. School board says, no way, Jose. There is the headline on screen for prisonplanet.tv viewers. I want to get into Fox News boss Murdoch calls for legalizing 40 million illegals. Feds use pre-crime to target disgruntled veterans. As we continue to just point out to anybody joining the military, anybody in the military, that you are hated and surveilled by this government. Almost all of their spying and surveillance is targeting gun owners, landowners, conservatives, libertarians, but of all those groups, veterans. And I want to go over Paul Watson's article on this because it's excellent, and we want to get this story out to everyone who's in the military. Also, we posted up on the YouTube Alex Jones channel the interview we did with Dr. Doug Rockey yesterday, the former head of the Army's DU program, about how if you ingest or breathe nano amounts, just microscopic amounts of DU, it's going to shave many years off your life and debilitate you and kill you. And many troops are just inhaling masses of this, and they've gone, of course, from admitting it's deadly to just saying it's fine. So what if there's a 15 times increase in cancers in Fallujah? So what if there's a 3 to 4 times increase in the troops and their children? The deformities, the cancers. It's no big deal. We're going to use it. And it just shows the mindset of how we just accept this. So that's coming up in the next segment. I have been remiss in plugging this because I don't have a lot of time to travel. And I get constant requests to speak here, speak there, travel here, travel there. But I was already going to be in California in late October as part of an investigation I'm doing. I'm just leaving it at that. And MZ, as he's known, the great owner of 2 radio stations in the Bay Area that we're on, has had me on about 1.5 years. Is getting a lot of listeners, great ratings for the stations. These are big stations. I mean, they carry things like Rush Limbaugh. And I'm going to be speaking Sunday, October 24th, starting at 6 p.m., at the Coconut Grove Ballroom on Beach Street in Santa Cruz, California. Coconut Grove Ballroom on Beach Street in Santa Cruz. And tickets are only available, and they're selling them for a price to just pay for the ballroom, okay? They're $10.80 because that's the radio station frequency. But tickets are only available online at the KSCO website, KSCO.com, and they will, almost every event I've ever had, I think I've had a couple that didn't sell out. I've had 1,200 people at events, 800, 500, just over and over again. When we've been on the stations 1.5 years, 2 stations he has been on during the day up against Limbaugh on one station he's got, and then on the bigger station at night. And so he's got me up against Limbaugh, who's his host in the area. And the show's doing very well there. A lot of listeners, waking up a lot of people. So we're looking forward to that. So don't miss out on it. You can email your questions and suggestions to alex@ksco.com, and we'll see you there at the Coconut Grove Sunday, October 24th, 6 p.m. It's a really nice theater, I'm told, ballroom. And expanding on that, here's the ad that MZ sent me. It just makes me sound too, I don't like flattering myself, so I'm actually rewriting it, but I guess this is the ad they're running on the stations. I'll read it to you when we come back. But it's like, okay, it's official. The most popular audio and video internet personality in the world, Alex Jones himself, in person, is coming to KSCO. And it just goes on from there. So we'll be discussing that and some other announcements on the other side that I'm getting into. All the news ahead of Bob Chapman. We'll have open phones for that, and the Health Ranger.
We're on the march. The Empire's on the run.
Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.